Coming up on today's show, should the Kansas City Chiefs draft Kansas Jayhawks star running back Devin Neal in the 2025 NFL Draft? We're breaking it all down with a full scouting report, NFL projection, and what his fit in Andy Reid's offense could look like. I'm Tyler Jones, your fearless leader here on the Chiefs Report, and let me be real with y'all. I'm a proud Rock Chalk Jayhawk, Coup alum, and lifelong fan. So for all my Jayhawk faithful out there, I need you to stand up and represent. Hit that like button if you bleed crimson and blue. Coup Nation, let's remind everybody who runs this region. Sorry to my friends out there in Mizzou and K-State land. Not your show today. Let's get started. Devin Neal, Coup legend, will be available in next week's NFL Draft. And I've got to say, this guy would be a phenomenal fit in Kansas City. Now, full disclosure, I've known Devin Neal personally for years. I called his high school games back when he was tearing it up at Lawrence High. So to see him rise from hometown hero to KU's all-time leading rusher, I'm proud. Period. Doesn't matter where he ends up, Chiefs, Raiders, Bills, whoever, I'll be rooting for him every step of the way. But if Brett Veach pulls the trigger and keeps him in KC, that would be special. Neal played for Kansas from 2021 through 2024 and left as one of the most decorated backs in program history. Two-time All-Big 12 second team. KU's all-time leading rusher. He broke 4 school rushing records and joined elite company like Gale Sayers and John Riggins in the process. But it wasn't just the stats, it was the story. When Devin committed, Kansas football was in a dark place. The program was rebuilding from rock bottom, and he chose to stay home, embrace the challenge, and help bring Kansas football back to life. He became a cornerstone of the Lance Leipold era, a leader on and off the field, and the heartbeat of the Jayhawks returned to national relevance. Let's look at the numbers. 3 straight seasons of over 1,000 rushing yards, 16 rushing TDs in both 2023 and 2024, averaged 8.7 yards per reception in 2023, 10.6 yards per catch in 2024, over 200 receiving yards in back-to-back years. Devin Neal isn't just a workhorse runner. He's a legit dual threat back. Neal is a complete back. He's balanced, decisive, and plays with a mix of power and breakaway speed. He's not afraid to lower the shoulder, he runs fearless, and most importantly, he protects the football. Elite ball security. Now, one area he could improve. Sometimes he's a bit too patient, maybe hesitant at the line of scrimmage. You'd like to see him trust his vision a little more and hit the hole with more aggression. But overall, this dude's a starting caliber running back in the NFL. Period. Let me ask y'all, should the Chiefs take Devin Neal? Type D for draft or P for pass in the comments right now. I want to hear what you think. Now, most draft experts have Neal projected as a 4th-round pick. If KC is still in the market for a running back on day 3, this could be an absolute steal. Today's episode of the Chiefs Report is brought to you by our friends at Game Time, the best way to buy last-minute sports tickets. Game Time gives you killer deals on NBA playoffs, MLB games, concerts, comedy shows, and more. Here's why we love it. Prices drop as the event gets closer view from your seat before you buy, no hidden fees. Just toggle on all-in pricing. And if you find a better price elsewhere, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. I'll be using Game Time to hit up an OKC Thunder playoff game this year. But if you're staying local, they've got great deals for Royals, Sporting KC, and more right here in KC. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. That's promo code CHATSPORTS. Links in the description and pinned comment. Let's check out what some experts are saying. Kyle Krabs from the 33rd team says Neal brings a pleasant blend of skills, shows contact balance, power, and instincts to navigate pressure in the backfield. Greg Zierlein from NFL.com praised his smooth hands and receiving ability out of the backfield. And here's the kicker. Devin Neal visited the Chiefs at their local pro day on April 7th. That tells you right there, there's at least some level of interest from Brett Veach and company. So how does Devin Neal fit into the Chiefs' current backfield? You've got Isaiah Pacheco, fan favorite, but coming off injury and possibly entering his final years in KC. Kareem Hunt, probably on a one-year rental. Elijah Mitchell and Carson Steele, depth guys. Bottom line, KC doesn't have a long-term solution at running back. Devin Neal could be that guy. His running style fits what Andy Reid loves: north-south power with soft hands and the ability to contribute immediately. And not to mention, he's already played at Arrowhead with Koo during stadium renovations last year. He knows the locker room. He knows the energy. He's ready for the big stage. If I had to compare him to someone, I'd say Zach Charbonnet of the Seahawks. Physical, reliable, a great pass catcher, and someone who can handle 3 downs when called upon. So again, would you draft him? Drop a D or P below. And hey, Devin Neal isn't the only Jayhawk to keep an eye on this year. Kobe Bryant, physical, starting caliber corner. Mello Dotson, intriguing upside as a CB2. Logan Brown, fast rising offensive tackle prospect. All of these guys could fill key roles for the Chiefs. And that's a huge credit to Lance Leipold and the staff in Lawrence. What they've built at Koo is something special. We'll be live for all 3 days of the 2025 NFL Draft right here on the Chiefs Report. More mock drafts, player spotlights, and insider updates are coming your way. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Rock Chalk forever. And we'll see you next time here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report.